Capturing the world. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is David Carmichael II with the Caps World Podcast, and we are back with another episode. We are featuring a great artist. He goes by the name of Khalif Bryant. He is performing at the Capture the World Festival this summer, July 22nd. So we're definitely excited to have him on board, man. I'm gonna read a little bio that he got, man, to let y'all know what he got going on. So Khalif Bryant is an artist from Virginia Beach, Virginia, who brings a unique sound to his music, taking distinct elements from the modern rap scene. His music stays faithful to the traditions of R&B with its romantic writing, but still speaks to the larger truths about life and his coming of age. With a sharp ear for production and the benefit of a talented group of fellow performers, his work vouches for the erratic behavior of being a young man, making him addictive in the same way as Aminé, Smino, DRAM and GoldLink. So yeah, man, introducing Khalif Bryant. How you doing today, bro?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm excited to have you on board. As far as part of the podcast, and yeah, man. Like I said, I've been, off the record. We was talking about, I was listening to your music, and
right.
It's dope, man. It's very dope, man.
Thank you.
For sure, man. So yeah, man. I got a couple of questions for you,
What's
bro.
up?
So like, I'm gonna ask you first, like, what got you into music?
Well, I just always had music surrounded around me. Just growing up and doing things. So it was just being around it. I was a real sponge. So anytime my parents would play music or anything like that, I just sit back and took what I liked about it and try to incorporate it and write my own songs. You know what I'm saying? I always pictured me in place of that person on stage, or me, you know what I'm saying, being on so and such song. So it kind of just grew into a passion that I had, and I finally was able to act on it once I got older.
Okay, no doubt, man, no doubt. So, like, did you have like any other interests besides music, like during that time, or do you still have other things you do, or is it just straight music?
Yeah, it was really straight music. I did mess around with like a video camera occasionally, you know what I'm saying. But that was really about it. Music was really my main focus, like my end all be all type deal. You know what I'm saying? I didn't annoy people so much about how much I wanted to do it.
Right.
Just talking about it and things like that. So yeah, I definitely say music is the one thing.
Okay, no doubt, bro. So like, do you do any producing, or is it straight rapping?
Yeah, it was straight rapping. I mean, I did try to dabble, a little bit in production, and try to figure that out. But the way I felt at it, I wanted to get my pen right first, and I felt like just trying to do both simultaneously was too jarring for me. Like I just couldn't.
Right,
it was
do
just
both at the same time.
Yeah. Like my brain was melting, so I was like, let me focus on this one thing. You know what I'm saying? And I just really honed my pen up to the point now I'm considering, trying to put my hand in production, because I know the direction I want to go now as far as like my sound and all of those things. So that's something I definitely want to visit, but yeah, just the pen right now.
Okay, facts, bro. So I know you say you from Virginia Beach. So like, how was it growing up in Virginia Beach? And yeah, I'm gonna just say that. How was it?
Yeah, so I'm actually moved. So I moved here in 2012. So I was 12 then. So I moved here from Georgia, but like, you know what I'm saying? As far as like going after all the, I'm 12. So like all my half of my like real, like my teenage years and all that stuff was here. So like, yeah, so you know what I'm saying? I rep it and all that, but it was pretty dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Coming to the city and just seeing like how many outlets and avenues there were, as far as, being able to record, and just like, you know what I'm saying, the people who've made it out of, the city and all that good stuff. Because moving here, I didn't know that initially. I didn't know, you know what I'm saying. I knew who these people were. I didn't know they were from here. Like,
Right.
like the Pharrells, the Pushes, and all that. Like, I'm like, oh, word, here? Oh, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so there's just a certain synergy that just felt here once I got here. And then it took me a little while to get into it, but like after the first year, I was done.
Thanks. Yeah, man, I can agree as far as like like I think it's kind of underrated, like Virginia, as far as talent. Well, I think people know now.
Right.
People are starting to know now. They don't know, but as far as like the athletes, like on this side of the water, Hampton, Newport News, we got Iverson, Michael Vick. They're
Right.
like probably two of the most influential athletes in the past 20 years, 30 years. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? To be from Virginia and to know like I got an Iverson. That was my favorite player growing up. Like knowing that he was from here, like
Right.
was like, dang, like maybe I can do something too. You see what I'm saying? And then like Pharrell, like I said, Pharrell, Pusha, Missy Elliott, Timberland. Then they spoke on like how Teddy Riley would come down here and produce stuff like that.
Right.
So man, I feel like Virginia is a hidden gem in regards to talent, and I think people are really starting to see that, especially with Pharrell doing something in the water and those type of things. So for sure.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, man, I got a couple more questions for you. So like, why would you describe your art? I know you mentioned like Aminé, Smino, DRAM, GoldLink. Like, why would you consider like you kind of relating to them or your music kind of like them?
This is because typically, coming off stage, because I have a hard time trying to describe my own sound myself because I just feel like it's unique to me. Like I said, I'm a sponge, and once I take what I take from wherever I get it from, it's kind of hard to pinpoint back, sit myself down, really try to pinpoint back the origin. So those are just off of just as many years as me performing my newer stuff in the past couple of years. You know what I'm saying? I get off stage, people like, bro, I've never heard nothing like that before or whatever, but it kind of sounded like, Aminé, go like, those are some of the artists
right
that would I'd be compared to, and like half of them people I don't even like listen to. It's just crazy.
Right.
So I'm like, cool. So
right.
like I feel like I'm in a good groove, like I'm in the right area. So like I'm not completely foreign to where people don't like it, but I'm also unique enough to where I can stand out on my own.
Right. No, I mean those are good comparisons though. I mean
Right.
I like Smino. I've listened to GoldLink. I haven't listened to him recently, but I mean that does make sense for them to say that. It's a very unique style, I can say as well.
Yeah.
And I mean that's what music is all about, like trying to be unique and trying to bring something different to the table. So, for sure, man, those comparisons make sense to me as well.
Yeah, so I'm just excited for all the new stuff to come out because on past project, it was me kind of like spitting. I had like some melodies and all that in there, but like I kind of came to like the core of like what my sound is, and I feel like it's gonna more align with those.
Okay.
Yeah, no way.
Facts, man. I can't wait to hear it, dog. Yeah. So like, what would you say? Who would you say were your favorite artists growing up?
Shoot, off top, Kanye,
Mm-hmm.
Andre 3000. Shoot, T.I. was major.
Uh-huh.
T.I. was major in Georgia. We go crazy about T.I. Man, that was the first day I could shoot off because if other than that, I'd just be digging.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But I like everything. You know what I'm saying? Like Neo, I'm listening to a lot of Neo coming up. Chris Brown.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's another VA artist, Chris
you know
Brown.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think those probably. Yeah, I think that's 5. That's 5 right there. That's 5 good ones.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good list right there. So like, how did you link up with Zach Hines and the Fortresses band? How did that happen?
So I just got a high school. I went to Salem's Performing Arts Academy down in Virginia Beach or whatever. Once I got out of there, I just wanted to make sure I was still in like creative circles and things of that nature, to make sure, what I'm saying, I wasn't away from it, because I just realized how much that curated and nourished me, just being able to grow, because I was able to like record and start all that stuff real early, like when I was like 14 and 15. That was just because in the school, in the space I was in, all the upperclassmen already like going at it. So luckily I was in the right space, right time to do what I was able to do, and I felt like I learned a lot. So I wanted to make sure I stayed in those creative type spaces. So there's a collective called Frequency VA. I've been with them for a couple of years, man. Shout out Scott Collin, man. Shout out Scotty, and all the boys over there at Frequency VA and gals. You know what I'm saying? Been rocking with them. So we had our weekly, monthly meetings or whatever. And just to make a long story short, I just knew I wanted something to like I wasn't just going for a long time. I really wanted to like elevate my performance level because having a lot, it just going to the school I went to, I just know like how much like the live band brings it differently. You know what I'm saying? Brings the music out differently, and I was sick of doing the over instrumentals or just simply like doing something like with a backing track. I just wanted to do it with the band and like have more freedom in that. So he was like, "Yo, I got just the dude." He was like, "All right, what? Word? Cool." And then he called Zachary, and Zachary he like drove all the way to Hampton to VB because we do our meetings at VB. Yeah. Met him first day, and like we was just chopping up for like hours, bro, just talking or whatever. And I didn't even know if I was gonna be able to get like a meeting with him or do whatever, bro. He was like, in the conversation, like, "You play Smash?" I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." "What are you talking about?" He said, "Pull up on me tomorrow." I said, and I was like, "Okay." And after that, like that's like me and him just been rocking. I just been rocking with the band type deal. And that was like 2019.
Okay, no doubt, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's crazy because like, Zach, we went to the same high school, but I didn't really know him like that in high school because I believe he was like a year or two. He might have been a year after me. I mean, a year before me. But yeah, like when I met him for the first time last year, because he performed, at the festival last year too, and he was, saying that he's like, Imani Hines, and I was like, yeah. And he was like, "Yeah, that's my sister." And I was like, "Oh, damn, we all with the Heritage." But yeah,
that's crazy.
Heritage High School, Newport News. Yeah. So yeah, man, Zach a good dude, man.
Yeah, man.
Very talented. And like I said, I appreciate him, putting me on to y'all. So
yeah, man, I appreciate that, man. I learned a lot from him, man. I got so much more to learn. It's just a blessing to be up under somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's a once in a lifetime individual.
For real, man. Definitely agree. So I would say, man, starting out your career, like, or just overall, like, did you have like any difficulties, like maybe like getting your stuff out there? Like, did you have any like just roadblocks in general that you would say?
Luckily I was just super blessed to have like my family was real supportive about it. So any type of funding or anything I needed as far as like studio time or getting videos done or whatever, like I'd go half and half for my mom, and my mom would just like throw it at me. Type deal and cover it. So like really no roadblocks like that. But like as far as financially and like finding people to do it because I set myself up in high school to where like once I got out, like I already had my engineer, I already know a couple cats who shoot video, dope. Right. I got, what I'm saying, so I already like structured it like that. I feel like the biggest roadblock was myself and kind of like my trying to find my artist development type deal, like how I wanted it to sound, you know what I'm saying, how I wanted my writing to be, and just how I wanted to look and just all the little nitpicks, you know what I'm saying, I had of myself, because everyone has like that end product of themselves in their mind or whatever. I was just trying to do everything in my power to get to there, but it was just like I knew I had to work towards that, and I had to teach myself that like, I can't just like jump into it.
Yeah, for sure.
So that was something I just had to learn. But that was like one of the major roadblocks. Just a lot of getting over myself and getting out of the way of myself so I could succeed and do the things I got to do.
Yeah, man. I mean, for the most part, that happens to a lot of us. Like being in our own way,
right.
Or like just I don't know. I know it. Like for me, sometimes like just overthinking stuff instead of just doing it, and then like figuring it out along the way. Like you want to have a plan when you do something, but it's not gonna always go to how you got it planned. Like have something out there and then just do that, and then change what you need to change within that journey. You see what I'm saying? But I always tell people like, as long as you start, like just start.
Yeah.
Just do it, like, and then you'll figure out what you got to tweak, or okay, I might not do this no more. I'm gonna do this now, and it's a learning process, and like you said, you'll eventually get there. And
it's just a lot of planning and executing and finding out what didn't work, what you didn't like, and just trying to like just change the math up so everything's smooth on the next run.
For sure, man, for sure. So, the album I listened to was titled "Welcome Home, Leafy."
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, sir.
So what was I know you call it a project. So what was the like creative process behind that?
should I call it a sequel? Yeah, I guess it was a sequel. Yeah, so it was a sequel to my joint. My first project was like the Misadventures of the Ugly Pretty Boy, and that was just about just like me, you know what I'm saying, trying to like find myself and find my way, find my path, like coming straight out of high school. So, Welcome Home Leafy was about like, you know what I'm saying, I'm kind of that's me coming home after I'm done searching. I kind of find like a semblance of who I want to be, but like it is also on top of that, it's like I'm here now type thing. Like welcome home. Like as far as the music thing, I'm here. Right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like really in it, just doing it, doing whatever. So I feel like my first project was like that, trying to figure it out. And then the second was kind of like that put my foot down almost project, kind of like, yeah, I'm here now. Right. This is who I am. And this is where I'm eventually gonna head.
Okay. Yeah, man. Like I was telling you before, man. I got a lot of good tracks I like on that jump for real, and it's dope, bro. Like I said, bro. Like and the song I told you I like. I don't know why I keep forgetting the name.
I think it was Come Around.
Come Around, yeah, Come Around.
I just want the money, big amount.
Yeah. So like I like how that jump ended. Like it kind of like had a slow. It's got slow down at the end. Chop and screw. I was like, oh dang, okay, that's dope too. Yeah. Like for some reason, I like chopped and screwed music. You know, like listen to a song slow down. It sounds different. Yeah, like, and it's a different vibe for me. So yeah, I was like, okay, that's a dope little.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy Meg. I've been recording with him since I was like 16. So like, yeah, but my engineer all the time. So it's like shout out to Mega.
No, for sure, man. Yeah, I love it, bro. So like I saw, did you perform at something in the water, like one the community stages?
Yeah. I performed on the community stage the first day. It was delayed until 4, but luckily I was booked for 30, so I was able to blessing, yeah, like you know what I'm saying, by the skin of my teeth. But it was super amazing. You know what I'm saying, just being out there, seeing all the people, and just I don't know. It was nice to feel like acknowledged, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to be able to be like selected and be a part of something like so prominent or historical. It's like, it's surreal. It's like, wow, this is okay.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Like, yeah, something in the water, man. That's a whole vibe, man. I told like people I went with, I was like, man, once they get it right, once the weather acts right, because
the weather
about the weather,
trash.
Bro. Yeah, man. Like, you
know what I'm saying?
I know the first time they had it in 2019, the same thing happened on Friday. So we was thinking that was gonna be a repeat of Friday in this year. And I was like, damn, it was raining. It was raining hard in the morning. Mm-hmm. I was thinking they were gonna do it, Friday. Then they ended up doing it. So I was like, damn, we might get all 3 days this time. And then it rained Sunday. So I was like, damn, like I wanted, cause I think that day was supposed to be like Uzi, Clips, Lil Durk. So I was like, okay, yeah, the last day gonna be lit. And then it rained. I was like, damn, bro. Yeah. But so yeah, man, if they can get like a full 3 day weekend, that'd probably be the best one.
Yeah, that's probably gonna be the next one. Let's see what's going on for the next one.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Like so, like for the was that like I seen like different events during that time. I seen like something called something Indie Water. Yeah, was that what you did?
Yeah, so I did something in the water and Indie Water. Okay. That was Indie Water was with MSQ and Center, like they based out of Richmond, and then collaboration with a lot of brands out here, man. Made in Norfolk, G-Man Entertainment, Frequency VA, you know what I'm saying, at the top, you know what I'm saying, a bunch of other just coming together and putting a spotlight on like I think it was like 100 of us, man. Like in that whole weekend, I was able to like get showcased and shouted out and all that stuff. That's what's up. Got a bunch of coverage, man. It was on ESPN Radio, Wavy 10, you know what I'm saying, MSN, all that crazy stuff. So they really did the footwork and the groundwork. Like them boys weren't playing. So it was just crazy to be involved in both because I was like one is all right, but I was like once I got the other one, I was like, oh word. Okay, all right, cool.
You said double up on it.
Yeah. It's like nice to be a part of the conversation.
That's what's up, man. So how did that did you just had to sign up and then they selected who they thought was dope to be on stage? Or how did that work?
For something in the water, it was my boy Scott who I don't even know exactly, but I'm going. It's gonna be Scott. I think Scott put me in the indie water joint, and then as far as the something in the water joint, I was busting up Racer from Utopia Finney.
Okay.
She and not invited me to come out and do my thing out there, and I've been running to like her open mics and just really been like performing at Utopia Finney since I was in like high school and things like that. So
Yeah.
it was like always loved there and all that good stuff. So yeah,
Word.
so it's just, you know what I'm saying, a lot of the relationships I've just been building, running around like performing and doing open mics and all that stuff, just are able to now like put me in rooms and things like that.
That's what's up, dog. Yeah, bro. Like, cause like I said, when I saw that you signed up to perform,
Mm-hmm.
and then I seen your name on those flyers,
Right.
I was like, oh wow, okay, yeah. So, and then when Zach, cause first Zach told me about you,
Right.
then I was seeing the flyers with your name on it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I saw that you signed up. So I was like, all right, let me just tap in, cause he gave me your profile, Instagram
Right.
profile. But I was like, let me like really deep dive and listen to
Mm-hmm.
your music, and I was like, yeah, I see, why he's on the flyers and why Zach,
Right.
so like, yeah, man, it all makes sense, man, for real.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, like just keep building those relationships, bro, for sure.
Most
Like,
definitely. Most definitely.
so like, what would you say, like, so far out of the songs you recorded, what is like one of your favorite songs to perform? Or do you even have one? Or you just like performing overall?
Yeah, I like performing overall, but like, nah, what my favorite one right now that I say is released is You and I.
Okay.
It just always got like a connection or like a pull from the crowd. Like I just felt like I had everyone like, no control freak stuff, but like in the palm of my hand, like I could move people with that joint right there. But my new favorite one that's unreleased right now, it's either gonna be called Rolling or Rolling Stone. I don't know which one, but that's like the new one taking the place of You and I for me. Everybody's really gravitating and loving that one. So
Okay.
yeah, I think it's gonna be overall it's Rolling and Rolling Stone.
Okay, facts.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna call that thing yet. I feel like everyone does Rolling Stone, so I'm probably gonna call it Rolling.
Just keep it to say rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, man. Sometimes keeping it simple is always good too. So like, for an artist that's trying to get recognized, what would you say are good ways to get recognized, or just to build relationships, like, or there's things that you've done to like get yourself out there? Like, what can an artist do to get put on, or just get their stuff recognized?
Just generally just go outside, like put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? It's not COVID no more. It's just not really a problem to be outside and run around and run all these people.
Right.
But like a lot of my footwork I did, I was just running like any open mic I could, any event showcase I could, even if I wasn't necessarily performing. You know what I'm saying? Finding out who the promoter is, finding out like who typically frequents where and what, and just stay back and have conversations. You know what I'm saying? Some artists go out to perform, then they leave the spot like immediately. Nah. So I get there before I gotta perform, stay when I gotta perform. Unless I got an other event, I'm just chilling there. You know what I'm saying? By the end, you know what I'm saying? Shake hands. You never know who's gonna be in the building. So just having a simple conversation could elevate, not even a person, like not only the person you're talking to, but you a couple of notches up, because you probably talking to someone who does video you're looking for, or someone who could probably get you talking to a band, or just a whole plethora of other things. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid to hop on stages, one, and then two, just talk to people. You know what I'm saying? No one knows what you can do better than yourself. So make sure you gotta be your own you gotta be your best advocate, and no one's gonna advocate better for you than yourself. So you just gotta go out in these rooms, shake hands, and present your best self. And from my experience, all the best things have so far returned and came back in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, for sure, bro. Like, like to add on to what you just said, I would say, to add on, you got to be your biggest fan,
Right?
And believe that the song, even like I said, like stuff I put out, stuff I do, I got to believe like it's dope.
Right.
If I don't think it's dope, how can I expect somebody else to think it's dope?
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you always want to perfect it, but yeah, you just got to believe like this is dope. Like you can't be like halfway, like listen to my music, but you don't even think like it's good.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So like, yeah, I definitely can agree with you on that. So like, I guess another thing, I probably the same type of question, but like, what other type of advice would you give to people like wanted to like pursue music?
Keep writing, keep practicing. Give yourself some grace. You know what I'm saying? It's a journey, not a race. I didn't mean to rhyme, but it's a journey, not a race, man. There's no straight ways to the top. It's a lot of trial and error, and pick yourself back up and do that. But if you got the passion and you got the drive and you just have faith in, you know what I'm saying? You gonna transpire in the end, and you just gotta just really give yourself grace. You know what I'm saying? I'm on as much as I say I'm my biggest advocate. I'm my biggest bully as well. So sometimes you gotta breathe and really give yourself some grace. Look at what you've already done. Look at what you already got, and then evaluate to what you feel like you need next. Sometimes with everything you got, you might not even need it at the moment. You just being hard on yourself. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Give yourself some grace, practice, work hard, and just be you and stay true to yourself. And I feel like everything you create is gonna be the purest example of yourself, and that's what people want to hear and see.
For sure, bro. Okay. Yes, sir, man. I like when I have artists on the podcast. So I feel like I can ask them questions about like hip hop.
Yeah.
So like, I just got a couple of questions, man.
Okay.
I don't know if you listen to the Drink Champs podcast, but like
I do occasionally.
Yeah, so like, sometimes they'll like ask some questions like, who you like, this person or this person? Then they gotta answer like who they like the best out of the two people.
Okay.
So I got a couple of questions like that.
All right.
But I'm gonna start off by this though. It's not like a pick or choose question.
Okay.
So like, what would you say is your favorite album of all time? And if you don't have one album, give me a couple that you might like.
Oh man, that's the problem though. It might not even be hip hop.
I mean, like any
anything.
album. Yeah.
I think my favorite album right now that I've been I picked up again this year was Adele's 30.
Okay, facts.
Yeah, that was real hard.
She be doing numbers, bro.
Yeah.
She drop anything.
Yeah, she
like
going
million
crazy.
records sold.
Yeah, bro.
Easy too.
She know what she doing. She be on the edge of your seat. Like, you know what I'm saying? When she gone, I feel like she gone. But like when she come back, it's like she's there type deal.
Yeah. For sure.
Adele's 30. Trying to think. I think it might just be that one right there. Yeah, that's when I keep going back in rotation. The Silk Sonic joint.
Yeah, okay,
that album,
that's a dope one.
top to bottom.
Yeah,
that was fire. That was fire to me. Trying to go rap. I'm like, bro, did I listen to any rap albums in like the past year? I should have.
I'm trying to think what even dropped this year that I thought was dope. I don't know. I feel like it's been kind of slow for hip hop this year.
Yeah, it ain't really.
Cause we in 2023. I know last year
it was really like I think like Metro Boomin and Drake. No, I said Metro Boomin and Drake. I'm sorry, 21 Savage and Drake closed it out like last year.
Yeah,
I feel like
they did.
They joint.
Yeah, I like Push's album too.
I think before it dries or something like that.
Yeah. I forget the name of that. It's Almost Dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dope. I like that one. Trying to think, did Kendrick drop last year? I like Kendrick's album. That wasn't probably my favorite one, but
yeah, he did drop last year. Yeah, I remember that.
It was good for what it was, but
because he did a video and faces morphing and all that. Like,
like that was dope. Okay, so give me like your top 3 or top 5 artists overall. Like,
damn, overall.
Yeah.
It's corny to say, but I'm gonna just go off to say Michael Jackson. You know
hey man, that's nothing corny about that, bro.
Ain't nothing right, but I feel like that's predictable or whatever. But nah, he made me.
He was just so great.
Yeah,
you just
he
can't
made me
help
want
but
to do the
put,
joint.
I feel like any genre of people that like music would just say Michael Jackson.
Right.
He crosses all genres of music.
Yeah, Michael. You said 3.
Yeah.
It's all time.
Give me 3.
All time. That's crazy. Okay, all right. I say Michael, Whitney, Kanye.
That's pretty good though.
I feel like
Yeah, because Whitney, man, like
Whitney crazy. That girl
vocals is like
they ain't never gonna be another voice like it ever.
Yeah, I would probably say like people might mention Mariah up there as far as like the vocals.
Yeah, I say she up there with the vocals. I think I just
definitely ain't.
On the daily. I think I listen to more Whitney than Mariah though.
Yeah,
just because. Dang, if I did a whole verses just off my phone, I think Whitney would win it because I got both of them all on my phone, like Mariah and Whitney, because Mariah got some tracks, man. I'm like,
yeah, Mariah do got some hits, bro.
Yeah,
she got some hits, and yeah, for sure. But man, did you see the Whitney Houston movie? Then they had a Whitney. I ain't see it either, but
I be trying to stay away from the biopics, man. It be breaking my heart. It be breaking my heart. I be trying to separate the. I don't even want to see it sometimes.
Nah,
like,
for real.
I'm like, I'm good, man.
Yeah,
I'm good. But I've been looking to pick it up because I'm feeling like movies and stuff getting on streaming like so much faster.
I know, bro.
Yeah, so I'm just like, it was right there. So I'm like, I might as well. But I was like, nah, some stuff I probably don't want to know. Probably stuff I'm like,
right.
What?
They'll tell you stuff like, right. I just want to know her for who I know her, and that's it.
Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know. Well, I feel like I'm gonna get to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the real movie watching mood.
Yeah.
I've been in that zone for a little bit. Like I was rewatching like a lot of stuff like American Gangster. I just rewatched that because they just put that one joint back on Netflix.
Oh yeah, that's one of my favorite. Man. I like drug movies, man. I don't know why. I like crime movies, like
right.
I like crime shows too, like Snowfall Power.
Right.
Anything like that's if it got drugs in it, I don't know. I like to watch.
I gotta finish Snowfall because of social media, of course. I know the ending. They was wild. Like they did not try to hide that spoiler.
Yeah, man.
Like they I looked and I was like, okay, well I know the end. Let me see how he gets there. Like you know what I'm saying. Right. So now I'm like, okay, now I'm intrigued. Like I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
What happened, bro?
Like, how you get there? Like, for real.
You built it brick by brick. What happened?
For sure, bro. Like, people was like, people didn't like the ending, but it was realistic for me.
Yeah.
A lot of them ended up like that.
I feel like that helps in the... Even though it was like a old time or whatever, and maybe some of those things can't happen. I mean, they still can't happen. But, like, you know what I'm saying? And the argument that, like, you know what I'm saying, they're gratifying something like that or whatever for, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Younger people watching, like, nah, like, he went... So, I feel like just on that side, they felt like, nah, he's at the bottom. I'm like, oh, yeah, so let's not do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying? If you got the house, the cars, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Somebody probably would have watched that and be like, let me go try that.
Right, for real. Like, I can live happily ever after.
Right.
Like, I mean, but, like, a lot of it is true. A lot of people do eventually it's gonna come down. It's just like I never heard of any real drug dealer that really just been good for the rest of his life. Like, like eventually something gonna happen.
Pay something,
right? Something gonna happen. They gonna make you pay. But yeah, man, I like those type of shows, man. So like, do you have your like favorite movies? Like,
oh yeah, American Gangster is one of them. The Prince of Egypt.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, the soundtrack alone is crazy.
Yeah.
I'm a Star Wars head.
I like Star Wars too.
Yeah. It's just.
What's your favorite one?
My favorite, Revenge of the Sith.
Oh yes, go. That's my favorite one too, bro.
Because they was getting grimy,
That's my
man.
favorite one too,
I have the high ground. What? Right, they were poured into, bro. Like they was going. I'm like, I ain't like sweating, like perspirate. Like you can sit there and just sweat watching that. Like they going at it.
Right.
Like, nah,
yeah, that's crazy.
And they like the new joints. I was trying to give them the chance for all the. You could tell with the plot twist, they were just rewrites from the other directors or whatever. So I'm just like, y'all having an argument on screen. And I'm like, y'all messing this up for me.
Nah,
like,
for real. They should never had like different directors.
Yeah, I was like, bro, y'all really. I feel like a kid and I gotta pick sides. I was like, I don't know what's going on right now.
For real,
just
like,
leave it alone.
I think The Force Awakens started off good, like that first movie.
It
started
first
off
one was
good.
straight,
I was like, all right, it sounded off all right. They ended with Luke just holding the lightsaber, and I was like, oh damn, what's about to happen on the next movie? Then the next movie came out, I was like, it was all right.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know what he did with Star Wars, bro, but
I was like, all right, man. So I'm just hopefully. I feel like what kind of like renew my joint. Everybody's talking about Mandalorian, but the Kenobi joint.
I ain't see the Kenobi joint.
Yeah, it's hard.
I ain't finished the Mandalorian.
I say, bro, you jump right in Kenobi. Like,
yeah.
I'm telling you, it's hard for me, my attention span, because if they don't got sabers in it, I'll be like, ah.
Right.
I like Rogue One. Rogue One was hard, so I feel like I could probably watch Andor and stuff like that. But I caught a couple episodes of Mandalorian. Mind you, it was the first season, but I was like, yo, this is dragging, son.
That's probably why I didn't finish it. Cause I was like, man, it's
right. It was like it's dragging right now.
Yeah.
But then like I caught some like clips from it, like where it's like high octane action and whatever, and I'm like, okay, I can understand it, but I don't know. It gotta be time I'm buckling down. Like I gotta be on a road trip or something.
Right.
Gotta be on a road trip. Watch that.
You ever watch Atlanta on Hulu?
I gotta finish it. Yeah. I ain't finished it yet.
That's a dope show too, man. That's probably one of my favorite shows, bro.
Yeah,
that's a dope show.
I'm trying to think about. Do I have other favorite? I got a bunch of other favorite movies. They're not coming to mind right now. It's crazy. But yeah, mainly like Star Wars, American Gangster, Guess Who?
Okay.
The Bernie Mac and Ashton Kutcher joint.
Yeah.
That shit's funny as hell. Rush Hour. Rush Hour, the whole Rush Hour trilogy. This joint called this Martin Lawrence movie called Blue Street.
Oh yeah, Blue Street, yes
Blue
sir.
Street was hard.
Yeah,
him and Dave Chappelle and all them, bro. They was some fools, bro. That's one of my favorite ones right there. I'm trying to think, is there any new ones? I recently just saw that just came out and it's like past like couple of years or whatever. The new Avatar joint, Avatar 2.
I didn't see that. Yeah, I need to see that joint.
That was fire, and Enter the Spider-Verse was fire.
Okay.
The new joint that just dropped is real good.
I need to see that too, man. I feel like I watch a lot of stuff, but I be missing out on a lot of stuff too. I feel like there's so much content, man. Yeah, bro, it's harder to keep up with everything.
Yeah, it's overwhelming sometimes. It's like, I want to watch this, I want to watch that. Ooh, last night I just watched, damn. What's it called? It's on Amazon Prime, though. It's about how they made the shoe for Jordan.
Oh, Air?
Air, yeah.
I gotta see that too.
Yeah, bro, that was good, bro.
I heard it was.
It was good. It was real good. I was like, yo. Yeah, so I've been trying to find time to watch like movies again. I was just like, I don't know, they real inspiring. You be like,
For real, it was speaking on Air. Like I started reading. Well, I started like years ago reading this book called Shoe Dog by Phil Knight and how he started Nike, and I just never finished it, but what I did read, it was good. Like just knowing how he started and was, Adidas was the big brand at the time, and he started off calling it Blue Ribbon Sports, and he turned to Nike, and I kind of got to the part where it was kind of really about to like go crazy.
Right.
So I need to really tap back into it. But that's a good book if you read books and stuff like that. I would say, read Shoe Dog. Yeah. And finish it. Don't be like me and read it and just put it down. But yeah, bro, like for sure. But yeah, man, like it's a lot of stuff that, we can tap into to kind of inspire us and, give us ideas from, man. So for sure.
Yeah, most definitely.
For sure, man. Yeah, bro. I got one more question for you.
All right,
we can go ahead and wrap it up, man. So this is a question I ask everybody on the podcast. Sometimes people are blown away by this question, but how do you plan, within what you do, how do you plan to capture the world in that?
By being my deepest and purest self, by leading by example. Just letting the ones I'm ahead of, or the ones who are coming after me know that it's possible. It's not a dream, it's definitely a reality. As long as you grind and work to it, it could be accomplished. I want to be an example. I don't want to say role model, an example. Role model stuff, that's a lot of pressure, but hey, if you anybody, I'm just I'm just a suburban kid from Georgia, man, just trying to make it. And hey, I feel like if I can, it's not a fantasy. Everyone looks at the final product. And, it could seem unattainable, but it's not. So
yeah, man. And just to add on to what you just said, I know a lot of people like they might see an artist for the first time and they think like they just became that at an instant.
Right.
But you know, you don't see the years it took for them to get to that level. You see what I'm saying? So like when people might want to get into an art, any type of art, and it's taking a while for it to like wherever goal they want to reach with that art or that dream.
Yeah, instant gratification.
Yeah, like, and that's kind of why people might fail too, is because if you going into it without the right intentions, you gonna give up real fast. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like you gotta really love what you're doing to begin with, to I guess make it through those hard times when you might feel like not wanting to do it. You know what I'm saying? So I would just give advice to people and say like, whatever you want to do, like just try to go into it with the right intentions and know if that's what you really want to do. If you love to do it, if you didn't get paid to do it, would you still do it? You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. So
yeah, so that's the advice I would give. But yeah, man. So before we wrap it up, like you want to give the people like your social media and then any other links you want people to hear or for they check you out.
Oh yeah. Again, I'm Khalif Bryant. You can follow me at Khalif Bryant. That's KHALIF BRYANT. Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter is Prince_Leafy. You type in Khalif Bryant, it's gonna come up. So yeah, Khalif Bryant everything. Khalif Bryant on all streaming platforms as well. Got a lot of new stuff on the way, so make sure you follow my Spotify, man. Follow me on Apple Music and all that good stuff, and listen to my 2 latest singles, You and I, and Ebony Sun. And I got Waiting for You coming real soon.
That's a fact, bro. Y'all heard it first. This is David Carmichael II with the Caps in the World podcast with my friend Khalif Bryant. Like I said before, he's going to be at the Caps of the World Festival this year, July 22nd at Mill Point Park, Hampton, Virginia. So y'all please come out. It's going to be a lot of dope artists, a lot of dope vendors. There's a lot to do, man. We're going to have a lot of other entertainment as well. So you know, it's a free event, so you know, feel free to come out and check out these, like I said, dope artists, dope vendors.
Yes.
And until then, man, we're gonna see y'all the next episode. And shout out to all of our Spotify listeners, Apple Podcast listeners, and YouTube listeners. And until the next episode, man, catch y'all later. Peace.
Peace.